Hey everybody, how are you doing? So I wanted to show you a cool tool that I think will help with productivity. And I used to use this when we had a photography staff to keep them on track and to keep record of the hours. It's basically like a time clock. So it is called TOGGL. Let me show you. TOGGLE, toggle timer. And you can do it on the desktop or on your phone. I find when it's on the desktop running, which you might want to set it up on the desktop, that's hard to say a lot of times at first, but I find when it's running on the desktop, it slows the computer down. So I recommend that you keep track actually on your phone. So basically what you do is you're going to click it. And so I broke my day. I decided that I would like it if I could get to the point where I was working on the business 24 hours a week. Okay, so that's about 4 to 6 hours a day, depending on how many days I want to work. If I want to work 6 days, 5 days, 7 days, 3 days, whatever. But basically saying like, this is what I would like for my life. I would like to get that time in, and then the rest of the time, do other things. Spend with my family, go do trips, that kind of thing. And so I think it's good if you decide how many hours do you want to work on it, because then we kind of realize, well, I can't have crazy, and my husband's doing it too. He's working too. So I can't have too crazy of expectations, or you can kind of see, well, where would I need to outsource, or what are the main priorities? So I broke my week into this 24-hour segments, and then I broke it into 3 or 4 hours per thing. Like, so I said, let me show you. I took a picture. I made a, wrote it out, and then I took a picture. Okay, so I put that I thought I would spend about 5 hours on one-on-one calls a week, 1 hour on the team call, 3 hours a week on recruiting. So that could be talking to people that were interested in coaching on the phone, could be inviting, could be going to a gym and saying, hey, whatever. Could be working on the webinar, freemiums, training. So this is training, okay? So let's go here. So I want to do 3 hours a week of training, and this will help us be balanced too. Now you aren't going to have all this. Like when you first start, really you just need to invite. Add people, connect with them, and invite, and be inviting to coaching opportunities so you can build a team. Once you build a team, you'll go forward. So I am working on training. So what I do is, this is TOGGL, and I'll push start. And then I don't have one yet. I just started this last night. So I'll put them in the new project is training.
Tiny planting.
Thank you. The new project is training, and I'll push add. And so now you see the timer at the top clicking. So now I'm like, okay, I have to be really efficient with my time, because if I go to the bathroom and, I'm running or I'm walking around on my phone scrolling and blah, 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 if I'm not training, or if I'm not working on a freemium, if I'm not inviting, then there's no time in my week that is just for scrolling. Like, that's not productive time. So I have to click stop, because that's not part of what I said is the most important to move my business forward. So I have to push stop if that's the point and I'm off task. So what I'm hoping this will do is, let's push stop, and I'll go back and look at my reports. So I can see I put the kids' school in there too, because I'm like, you know what? I really need to spend 4 hours a day on their schoolwork, and because I homeschool, and I don't want it to just be me getting frustrated and doing dishes while I tell them to do their schoolwork. I need this to be concentrated time, so I really know how much time is me getting frustrated and overwhelmed, and how much time is me spending time with them. So I have that in there. So you can see this is since last night. I've spent 2 hours on a freemium. I'm doing a video, just a second. 2 hours on a freemium, 16 minutes on, I did a little video, like inspiration video, and then it hasn't registered the training because I haven't been, done a lot with that. It's probably this 3 other projects is probably where that falls. So now I can see, like, I put 3 or 4 hours for freemium. Now I'm like, okay, I have like an hour where I need to kick it into high gear and get this freemium done. And then once that's done, that time has run out, like the 3 hours per day, I need to evaluate how time sensitive is this? Is it so time sensitive that I need to work more than the 24 hours during the week, or do I need to take that away from, or like maybe I had like a project part, do I need to overlap that time into the projects, or do I need to just say, you know what, I did what I'm going to do for this week with this, so this is going to be tabled, then you can kind of decide. So once again, this is called TOGGL, and I really suggest that everybody tries it, because I think we think a lot of times we're doing more work than we are, and you're not going to push start and stop if it's like worrying and being frantic and clicking around. Start and stop is for started doing a behavior that's efficient and stop doing a behavior. I hope this helps you guys. Once again, the app is TOGGL, and it's spelled TOGGL.